Well, hey guys, it's that time of year. The Sephora savings event is going on, and if you're a Rouge member, you can be shopping the sale right now and saving 20% off. But starting tomorrow, October 31st, Halloween, if you are a VIB or an insider, you also can start shopping through November 6th. VIB, you get 15% off, and insider, you get 10% off. Now, I'm going to be covering a lot of my picks in this video. Everything that I'm talking about in today's video, it should pop up for you guys in the left lower corner via the YouTube shop feature, and it will pop up as I'm talking about it. So that way, if you're interested in it, you can just click on that and you can shop as you watch the video. You don't have to leave the video, which is cool. We can shop and chat together. And of course, everything I'm talking about will also be in the description box. Number one is the Jack Black Oil-Free Sun Guard. This, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated sunscreens. It's one of the most underrated, underappreciated products at Sephora. It is a hybrid sunscreen, water resistant, SPF 40, and it's free of fragrance. The nice thing about a hybrid sunscreen is, of course, it's got inorganic, aka mineral ingredients, and it's got organic, aka chemical active ingredients to protect you from the sun. But what I find is that it offers a nice balance. It's kind of like trying to make everyone happy. It has a little bit of a cast, but not as casty as an all mineral sunscreen, and it tends to not be as irritating as some all organic, aka chemical sunscreens can be. So it's a great option for sensitive skin. This is one of my favorites, very easy to tolerate around the eyes. The other popular sunscreen from Sephora, or sunscreen brand, is going to be Supergoop. Now, I have tried many Supergoop sunscreens, and many of them are actually pretty good, but they are expensive. Are they worth it? Well, there's always going to be a drugstore, more affordable alternative. But if you are interested in Supergoop sunscreens, the most popular one, and the one I think is really sophisticated and goes over well, especially here in Texas with the humidity, the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is a clear, colorless, organic, aka chemical sunscreen, zero white cast. It is SPF 40, water resistant up to 40 minutes. So it's a great option, again, for the humidity, because that water resistance factor just helps it stay on the skin a little bit better through sweat and humidity. Trader Joe's has an excellent dupe for the Unseen sunscreen. So if you have Trader Joe's in your area, and you're looking for a more affordable alternative, definitely check that one out. You can get Paula's Choice at Sephora. Now, you might want to hold off because sometimes Paula's Choice, the website, typically has a really good sale around Black Friday time, I want to say. But they do have a kit that you may want to try if you have been eyeing the popular and worth the hype, in my opinion, BHA liquid exfoliant, because they have a little kit where you get 1 ounce of the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This is a salicylic acid leave-on product, really helpful if you have a tendency towards comedones, whiteheads, or blackheads, you have acne. It's also a helpful ingredient for improving sunspots, age spots, hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and it's an acne treatment. It's a really good product. It's definitely, in my opinion, worth the hype. So you get 1 ounce of that, so you can try it out, as opposed to committing to the larger bottle. Try it out, see how you like it. But you also get half an ounce of one of my favorite sunscreens from Paula's Choice, the Resist Youth Extending SPF 50. Now, this is an organic sunscreen, chemical sunscreen. There's no cast. It's a really nice hydrating formula. It has antioxidants in it from pomegranate and green tea, which may help diminish or lessen the burden, if you will, of oxidative stress upon exposure to environmental stressors. The kit is $20. It's called Do More for Your Pores. I think that's a great little set right there to try it out, because there are going to be more sales. Like I said, Paula's Choice, the website, typically has a really good sale. So if you're not so sure about the product, this is a great time to try it out for yourself. And then when that big sale comes, you don't waste your money getting the big bottle and then you're stuck with it if it doesn't end up working for you. So it's like it's like a tailgate to the big game of Black Friday. Now, unfortunately, the Ordinary is not included in the sale. You can buy the Ordinary from Sephora, but don't you worry, because the Ordinary typically has a big sale throughout November from their website the entire month. So wait until November actually hits. Don't worry about buying The Ordinary right now at Sephora. But another brand that's kind of similar to The Ordinary is the Inky List. And the Inky List has many excellent skincare products, and they're actually a pretty affordable brand at baseline, especially for Sephora. All of their products are fragrance-free, and one of my favorites is actually their Oat Cleansing Balm. Use it to dissolve makeup, water-resistant sunscreen. It has emulsifiers in it so that when you come in with a little bit of water and then a mild cleanser, it all just rinses away. It's very effective, gentle around the eyes. You know, it kind of has an odd odor to it. It's fragrance-free, but it has oat in it. So it's kind of like, if you've ever bathed in colloidal oatmeal, you know that smell, that aroma. A lot of people have told me over the years they don't like the way it smells, but many of you have discovered it, and that is like your holy grail cleansing balm. It's great, affordable at baseline, and if you can save, why not add to cart if you want to try it. The other product from the Inky List that I really, really like and is worth considering, especially as we move towards the colder months, is their polyglutamic acid serum. Polyglutamic acid is underrated, in my opinion, for a hydrating ingredient because it hydrates, and it also kind of makes a little almost hydrating hug-like film on the skin surface to help lessen water loss from the skin, and it is known to help improve skin elasticity. So if you have dry, rough skin texture, polyglutamic acid is a great ingredient to entertain in your routine. It can be applied to the skin after cleansing while the skin is still a bit damp. Then you can put moisturizer on over it. This is actually a very good product from them. I've used it myself, repurchased it. Probably one of my favorites from them. And you know, a lot of people are not so keen on snail serum. They don't like the idea of it. Consider polyglutamic acid. It offers many similar benefits, but does not involve the snail. And this one is a great one. And it's 3% polyglutamic acid. All right, so the other day I put up a YouTube short showcasing myself trying out this Shani Darden Signature Nourishing Facial Mask. This was gifted to me. I did not buy this. So what is it? It's a clay mask. Clays can help remove excess sebum from the skin surface and from within the pore. So for people who have really oily skin, I always suggest, trying to do a clay mask a couple of times a week to just sort of degrease the skin surface. When you do a clay mask, what you might find is that it makes it so that when you put sunscreen on your face after you rinse it off, it's less likely to break up and pill. And also, you may find that your makeup goes on a lot better. For people who have acne-prone skin, that excess sebum on the skin surface, it'll oxidize as you go out throughout your day, and that can be very inflammatory and can aggravate acne. So this is a great clay mask. It's free of fragrance. It's not drying. Clay masks can be on the drying side. This one has gluconolactone. It has oat. It also has squalane in it, an emollient to soften and smooth. The product comes with this nice brush to apply it. You're gonna apply it to the skin after cleansing, to clean skin that's dry. So you don't wanna put any product on. You just wanna come in with this. And you can put it on the entire face, or you could just put it to more problematic areas like, the T-zone, hang out for about 10 minutes, and then it rinses off easily. So it's a really nice clay mask. That being said, while I love it and I think it's great, I don't find it to be any different, frankly, from the Cetaphil clay mask I'm always talking about. So that one is, a lot more affordable. The main difference is that the Cetaphil one does not come with a brush, but otherwise, I don't really appreciate much of a difference. This is fragrance-free, so is the Cetaphil one. And you guys who watched that little YouTube short, you had some questions, so hopefully that answers those questions. Now, a product that I was very surprised how much I liked, and I actually repurchased it. It was gifted to me last year, and I repurchased it. It's the Tatcha Kissu Lip Sleeping Mask. I was shocked that I liked this because A, I always find Tatcha products to be underwhelming, and B, I find lip sleeping masks to be underwhelming, and C, it has fragrance in it, which is often irritating to the lips. But this product actually works. Bearing, you're not allergic to fragrance, This product works, and by works, I mean if you have dry lips and you put this on, you wake up the following morning and the lips are hydrated, soft, and smooth. I mean, it does what it says it's supposed to do. It really works. It's meant to be put on at night because, you know, at night our skin loses more water. That's kind of what it's marketed, you know, as a sleeping mask, a lip mask. Truthfully, I wear it during the day. You know, if I have dry, cracked lips, I'll put it on, and it's really good. It's not sticky or greasy. So if you're someone who does not care for my tip of, you know, using petroleum jelly, aka Vaseline around your mouth, you want something else, you don't like the texture of Vaseline, this you might like. Just keep in mind that fragrance in lip products is a common trigger for allergic cheilitis. All right, so those are the skincare products, which is what you guys come here for, you know, my opinions on skincare products. But there are also some hair care products that I use from Sephora and I think are very good, and you know, they really make a difference for me. The first is the Moroccan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream. This was a 2022 hair care favorite. What this is a leave-on conditioning curl cream, I want to say, is how it's marketed. So I put it on to hair that's slightly damp. You know, I removed the majority of the water out of my hair after shampooing. Put it on the ends, comb it through, let my hair finish air drying. And it really helps with volume. It helps with shine, manageability. It's almost like a really good leave-in conditioner. I love this product so much, and I'm currently trying something else, and it's just not at the same level. I'm currently trying that Redken acidic bonding concentrate. It's okay, but it's not yielding the same bang for my buck that Moroccan Oil Hydrating Styling Cream delivers. And the nice thing about this product is that you really do not need very much. I mean, I have quite a bit of hair, and that whole bottle lasted me over a year. So a little bit goes a long way, and it lasts a long time. If you have curly hair, textured hair, wavy hair, this is a product to consider. Helps with manageability. My hair, as I've mentioned before, it's really changed texture over the past couple of years. It's much wavier and curlier than it was, you know, 10 years ago. So I really adore that product. It does all the hair care products I'm talking about. Unfortunately, they do have fragrance. So if you're allergic, that's a no-go. But the fragrance is nice, and it makes your hair smell nice. Another hair care product that I love, it was in my 2022 hair care favorites, is the Oribe Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil. This is a product that you put on to the hair while it's still a little bit damp, you know, after you've removed the majority of the water out of your hair. I just put this to my ends. This is, it contains silicones, so that it helps with slip, manageability, gloss, and shine. In contrast to the styling cream, which kind of smooths, softens, and gives the hair a fluffy, voluminous look, this is more sleek and shiny and glossy and smooth. So I really love this product as well. It has fragrance, so, you know, like all of these hair care products, but it's a nice scent. And I buy the little bottle because you really, like the Moroccan oil thing, you don't need very much. Now, for those of you who have blonde and or color treated hair, and you spend a lot of time outdoors, this is a product I talk about all the time in many of my hair videos. It is the Bumble Hairdressers Invisible Oil Heat/UV Protective Primer. This is a conditioning leave-on spray. You spray it into the hair, you know, after you've shampooed and removed the majority of water out of your hair. And it's a heat protectant, so if you heat style, it'll help cut down on the transfer of heat to the hair strands, you know, and ultimately that helps cut down on hair damage. But it has some UV filters, which is really helpful because UV rays from the sun, they weather your hair, they damage the proteins in your hair. This is especially problematic for people who have color treated hair, chemically processed hair. It's more vulnerable to UV damage. And it's especially important for people who have blonde hair because the blonde hair is more sensitive to sun exposure and can end up getting yellowed by sun exposure. It's called weathering. So this is a great product in that regard. And It's not the kind of thing though that really gives much gloss shine like some of these other products I've talked about, but it does protect the hair. It's a great option if you're someone who spends a lot of time outdoors. Maybe you play tennis or sports outside year round, you hike or whatever, and you have long hair, you swim. Like, this is a really great product to have on hand, and I use it. You don't need very much to get it all over the hair. I got this one in my FabFitFun box as an add-on. It's great. I use this a lot, actually. And then last but not least in the realm of hair are these JVN Nourishing Shine Drops. Now, I was gifted these when I went to a YouTube event, VidCon. I was gifted these at VidCon, and I didn't realize JVN stands for Jonathan Van Ness, an influencer in the hair space, but I have rather enjoyed these. Now, the thing about these, they're called Nourishing Shine Drops, but here's how I found that these work for me, is, you know, when your hair is dirty, it is a little bit easier to style. It holds better. This product kind of gives that effect without your hair looking dirty, greasy, or oily. It gives your hair a little bit of almost texture, grip, without weighing the hair down and looking heavy or oily whatsoever. You do need, I need quite a bit of it to get it distributed all throughout the ends of my hair. That's where I primarily put it, like here down. I find that I really need quite a bit. So I put it here and then I just kind of comb through. So some of it ends up here too. But what this does when I use it, because I don't use it every day, but I use it like if I wanted to wear my hair down the next day and kind of have a natural, my waves pattern come out and look together, this works, because it really, you know, kind of keeps everything together, but also allows for easy styling and hold. This really helps though for hairstyling purposes. Fragrance is nice, but you know, if you're allergic, you have to avoid. All right, and then last but not least, let's talk makeup. I know, you're like, what? Who is she? Over the past year, I have really gotten into makeup, trying out makeup. One eyeshadow palette that I go back to time and time again, it's the Urban Decay Naked to Basics palette. I use that all the time. It's so good. I love the darkest shade I use to kind of almost like softly line my upper lid a bit. It's really easy to work with. The colors pop. The NARS Orgasm Blush, long before this recent renewed interest, we'll say, in makeup, I had used the NARS blush. And this blush, in my opinion, is universally complimentary across a wide array of skin tones. I think it looks great. It's a beautiful color. Recently at the YouTube event I went to, someone complimented me, "What blush are you wearing?" And I was like, oh, it's NARS Orgasm. I also have discovered their lip balms. Their tinted lip balms are a favorite. So I like the one in the Orgasm shade as well. I wear that a lot. Free of fragrance, which I like because, again, fragrance in lip care products, common irritant. Now, recently a company called Merit Beauty reached out to me and sent me a bunch of their makeup. But I have been most happy actually with their cream eyeshadows. But I have been most happy with the darkest eyeshadow color that they have. I use as a liner, and it's so nice because it's really easy to apply. This is easy to apply. They have this little brush with two heads. So one head you can use to blend in your eyeshadow, but the other tip is nice for applying this as an eyeliner, and it helps you smoke it out. As far as mascara, I've been using the Lancome Idole mascara, and I've been using it to not only my top lashes, but to my bottom lashes. The way it's shaped, it makes applying mascara to the bottom lid really easy. Like, so I just have I flip it so that it's concave and use that for the upper lash, and then I flip it so that it's the convex, and I just go back and forth on the bottom lash, and it really gets them coated without being clumpy and going all over the place. All right, guys, those are my picks for the Sephora sale. I hope this video was useful to you. And on the end slate, I'm going to put my recent video shopping through Ulta. They have some deals going on right now. A lot of great skincare gift sets. So check that one out next if you are interested. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. And as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.